because it is just that kind of day.
I'll tell you, the hits keeps on.
That RV park is closed. On a travel day, we normally stow stuff in the sink. There's nothing unusual about that. But we know what roads we're hitting today, and these roads are exceptionally bad. They break things. They break vehicles. They break RVs. It's really bouncy. So we are going into hyper pack mode today. We like to... What are these things called, Jim? Rubber zip ties?
Yeah, they're reusable zip ties.
Reusable zip ties.
You don't know them?
You need
learn them.
If you're gonna RV, you need some. So we use those. I like to lock down this because something had hit this, the bumps, the water comes on. In theory, our water pump is not on, but what if we accidentally left it on? It's been known to happen over there. And you do have water in your lines, so you don't want water splashing, flooding everywhere. We use these for that. We also like to tie down the cabinets that we can, because cabinets notoriously in RV bounce open and bounce back shut. So you will come in on your next stop and find something odd in the middle of the floor. These are things that can tear up your slides or break your cabinets or cause problems. Shattered glass is always fun. So we do make heavy use of the reusable zip ties. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon.
We will be crossing the Canadian border. Currently, in 2022, the big concerns are chicken and fresh produce. So we cleared all that out. We went to the grocery store last night and just stocked up on everything that
is not chicken.
Or
fresh produce.
That we could take across the border, because there is a stretch we know that we're going into that pickings are very slim.
Hey, Jim, what's in that left freezer over there?
Oh, just a bunch of salmon and halibut.
I dare them to try to take that. We will throw down over that.
We will turn around and become Alaskan citizens until we
eat our fish. That's not true. We'll just turn around and ship it.
That's right.
And we so need to get on the road, and look at us goofing around. For those of you with sliding glass shower doors, the pool noodle, if you don't know that trick, we wedge it in there. Sometimes these doors can bounce unlocked or bounce out of their track. We just talked to a family whose glass doors bounced out of track on their toy hauler, and they happened to stop, thank goodness, on a break and catch it before any damage was done. So you're going to want to really secure that door if you're on anything less than perfect highway. Maybe even then.
I think the only thing left to do is to pack up outside, hook up, and start this journey. Are you ready, Amy?
No, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not either, but we're going to go.
Open your eyes to golden light.
So we're hitching up, and as we do, it occurs to me, we will not be unhitching from the truck probably for at least a week. Every bit of it. We're going to stop over in Edmonton, British Columbia. So we will at that point, because we're going to need to go grocery store and run errands. Also, this RV is not even white anymore. It's unrecognizable. It's so dirty. Just plan on that if you come to Alaska. Worse than you can imagine dirt, but it's absolutely worth it. Not a problem. We'll eventually get her cleaned back up and put back together.
We switched to the Reese Goosebumps, and we have absolutely loved it. Frees up your truck bed. It's a little learning curve on actually hitch up.
And occasionally we still have a day where we keep missing the ball, but it's a more secure connection for us.
And
great swing radius.
No getting big hitches in and out of the truck. It's awesome. Cannot say enough about the Reese Goosebumps.
It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. We'll chase the sky, watch us shine. It's in our eyes, burning bright. It's just the beginning.
Good news is we finally made it to customs. We've been in Canada for a wee bit here, but it takes a while to get to where the customs crossing is. The bad news is, I don't know, can you count how many vehicles we are back?
Bunches.
Is that the official head count?
That is the official head count.
I would say we're probably at least
10.
I was gonna say 8 or 9. So, anywho, that was the good news. Here's the bad news.
What's the bad news?
Really, I have to tell you?
Yeah.
It took 2.5 hours.
Yes. Okay. Today's bad news is from Toke to this point is 70 miles. And it took us 2.5 hours to go 70 miles. That's today's bad news. The worst news for tomorrow is the roads are worse in tomorrow's section than they were today. But they were pretty bad today.
We've been told it varies greatly year to year. So we have clearly hit it on one of the really horrible years. But we cannot emphasize enough. Keeping it real, guys. It's really bad.
It is really bad. It's beyond bad.
It is. So if you're doing the math, we're traveling less than 35 miles per hour on average. And we're still taking some pretty hard hits.
For 70 miles.
Also, we're tired. So that's why we're being negative. Well, not being negative. We're being honest. This line ain't moving. Somebody up there has some citrus fruit or chicken products or something that's holding up the whole dang line. I wish I could get out and walk up the line and pre-screen everyone. Be like, quick, ditch all your goods. Anyway, there's really not a thing we can do about it. We just go sit here and wait.
Half hour later, we've moved one spot.
So, even if the border's extremely backed up, they don't change their protocol. I mean, they're still going to do what they're going to do.
Well, this is our 4th border crossing.
This truck.
And we've never waited more than 15, 20 minutes. So,
Yeah.
it is what it is. We'll see what happens.
Well, is this you know what we need to look up? We're back in Canada, so we have to be careful with our data usage. Is this one of the 24-hour borders? Because they aren't all 24-hour. I'll be pulling over here, camping.
Right here.
We'll see. Stay tuned for updates.
We have now been here 1 hour, and the police just went by.
And who knows where they came from?
I know. Very good point, Amy. I didn't even think of that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it took an hour for them to get here. They were probably 10 miles down the road.
Probably they were about 10 miles back. So an hour later, I don't know. It's a very exciting development.
Except we can't see anything, so
I know.
it's really not exciting, but
Well,
we see movement.
I'm just hoping that the police are efficient in getting this line moving, but 1 hour we moved up one spot.
Yes.
That's excessive for any border crossing.
That is very excessive, I do believe.
I'm pretty sure we could have gotten into North Korea by now. Just kidding. So an hour and a half later, we have now walked both dogs and found a spare peanut butter and jelly sandwich in our refrigerator.
Thank goodness.
God. And we're still number 8 in line. So something's gone down. I don't know what. We've done the United States Canada thing a couple times, so please know it's not the norm. They advise you to allow 10 to 30 minutes, but we're moving a little better now. So I don't know if they needed to do a full vehicle search. We've had several. We're moving again. Now we're number 7. We've had several small U-Hauls pass us coming out of Alaska, so I can see where that might require a further look on the border's part. But something unusual has caused us to be absolutely a very long day. Let's see. 2 miles. I will. All right. 2 hours.
Dead on 2 hours.
So, yeah.
What, 5 seconds?
5 seconds to cross through. Now, between that stretch of really bad road and the fact that it took 2 hours to cross the border, it took us 4.5 hours to go 70 miles today. And these are the moments you can't plan for. But it's rough on day one.
Road.
Anyway, we're fried. The good news
In
is
1.7 miles, turn left onto Highway 1 frontage road.
there's an RV park in 1.7
Oh,
miles.
and we're taking.
And we're hoping they've got a spot for us. Because it is just that kind of day.
I tell you, the hits keeps on.
That RV park is closed. That's probably
Yeah.
why they didn't respond to your email.
That's exactly why they didn't respond. But here's the thing, right? Find a pull off.
Yeah.
All right, it's boondock.
Normally, yeah. But you know that horrible stretch of roads right up here? How much would about you're not going to find a pull up as quickly as we'd like to? Because now would be great.
True.
Wish us luck.
Chip here.
Nightmare.
Tires seem to be the theme. Suspension seems to be the theme on the way home. We got to a lovely boondocking spot that we remembered from coming up here, right outside of Beaver Creek.
Because the RV park we were going to stay in is permanently closed.
Permanently closed. And when we got here, Gatsby, of all people or creatures, kept hearing a noise, and we got out and we did some research, and sure enough, our campsite leaf spring just sheared off, and it looks like it's the when it broke, it went up in the underbelly.
You didn't tell me that part.
Yeah, I did. You were having such a bad day.
Well, thanks for waiting till now to make it worse. So our options are undecided. We are going to go back into Beaver Creek. We don't remember how far out of Beaver Creek we are. Not very, like maybe 20 minutes. Because we need internet. We're worried we may need to drive back into Tok, Alaska, which is only 70 miles, but as we have said, takes 2.5 hours because the roads are that bad, hence the broken leaf spring. The next major town from here is Whitehorse, and the roads between here and there are even worse than what we just came through. So we're afraid to tackle that. I don't know that Tok would have what we need either. Oh my gosh, we have to go back across the border, back into Alaska. Anyway, what we need is internet. We need information.
And yes, we do need information.
Anyway, at least it happened where it did, because we could have been in that really long, desolate stretch, so it's okay.
Alaska doesn't want us to leave.
Right?
Come back!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You need to go in.
No, we're in it together, buddy. I am here for you.
Chase the sky, watch us shine.